Good morning, this is Stephen with the National Weather Service office in San Angelo, Texas, with your updated briefing for Thursday, May 30th, 2024 at 10 a.m. This important update is being issued due to the enhanced risk of severe weather today across west central Texas. Taking a look at the key points here, multiple rounds of thunderstorms are possible this afternoon through tomorrow afternoon. Damaging winds, large hail, and a few tornadoes will all be possible with this activity. Areas that see multiple rounds of thunderstorms could also see localized flooding of streets, small streams, and arroyos due to the heavy rainfall. Additional chances for rain exist through the weekend, but should start to taper off by late Sunday through Monday. The downside, though, is that temperatures may approach 100 degrees for the first half of next week. So the biggest concern is going to be for today with the severe weather outlook expected. So at this point in time, thunderstorms have developed here across much of the South Plains and the Red River Valley and are moving southeastward. We do expect a broad area of thunderstorms to develop here potentially later on this afternoon along the Interstate 20 corridor and then continue pushing southeast. And these storms could produce damaging winds, large hail, and perhaps a few tornadoes. Later on this evening, we do anticipate another line of thunderstorms developing here, basically from the South Plains southward to the Permian Basin and into the Trans-Pecos area, and push eastward here through the overnight hours. Any of these storms could produce damaging winds, large hail, and of course isolated tornadoes. But the most widespread storms are expected to occur across the area north of a San Angelo to Brownwood line, or generally in this orange enhanced area here. Taking a look a little closer at the potential hazards expected for today, severe winds are expected to be a concern here across much of what we call the big country area here, or in this red hatched area here, generally along in the Interstate 20 corridor, but still reaching up as far north as Haskell. And a similar area here also for tornadic outlook as well, generally looking at a 5% tornado risk here. So Sweetwater and Abilene, that's going to be a concern here for later today. Similar area there as well for hail, although you see this hatched area stretching down all the way southward down to Ozona as well. This is actually the area here where we could see some large hail up to about 2 inches, along with some damaging winds to about 70 miles per hour across the area. As always, with strong winds out there expected to occur with these thunderstorms, make sure you're securing outdoor items in your backyards, and of course stay away from windows, as we could see some large hail producing damage here to windows, both in cars as well as houses. And of course, with any storms that develop, we could see some heavy rainfall, especially if we see multiple rounds of rainfall occurring. At this point in time, it looks like a complex of thunderstorms will move through west central Texas late this afternoon and overnight. Any locations within this yellow or slight risk area could get over an inch of rainfall, although locally higher amounts of 3 inches are also possible. Some of this rainfall, of course, could be heavy enough to cause flash flooding of streets, creeks, streams, and other low-lying areas. So, of course, as a reminder here, we ask turn around, don't drown. Please never drive into roadways covered in water. For tomorrow's severe weather outlook, a lot of what's going to happen tomorrow is going to depend on what happens today. Is the nature of the beast here. But at this point in time, we do anticipate another round of thunderstorms potentially moving through the area here by about mid-morning, or about 7 to 10 a.m., and again during the afternoon. And so we are expecting better chances here to be a little bit further southeast for tomorrow, but again, producing damaging winds as well as large hail. And of course, a lot's going to depend on what happens during the day today. So for your temperature outlook here, looking at the conditions for later this week into the beginning of next week, temperatures are going to be a little cooler with the extra cloud cover and chances for rain here, generally in the mid to upper 80s. As you get into early next week and our chances for rain do start to drop, we will see temperatures climbing back up to the mid to upper 90s and even approaching 100 degrees here for most of the area. And just to echo that as well, best chances for rain look like they're going to occur for today as well as tomorrow. And still a few chances there as we get through the weekend time frame, but by the time we get into early next week, they really do drop off quite significantly. Just taking a look at the drought summary here, with all the recent rainfall we've been having, most of the area has started to see some drought conditions really improve. That being said, abnormally dry conditions are still in place here for much of the Concho Valley as well as down to the Interstate 10 corridor. Just Just to briefly touch here on our climate outlooks, taking a look at the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. We do anticipate above normal temperatures here across much of west central Texas over the next 6 to 10 days. But we also do have a slightly above normal chances for rainfall during that time period as well. And just a reminder, when we do refer to different little subregions here across much of west central Texas, this is just a reminder here of what we're referring to. So please take a look and see what subregion your county is in. That way you can get a better understanding of what we mean when we say things like Big Country and Concho Valley, as well as Northwest Hill Country. Well, this concludes today's briefing. Next briefing is scheduled for next Monday. Unless something changes, we'll just be doing that by the routine email, text, and YouTube briefings. As always, too, if you have any questions for the forecast or any concerns about the weather, please give us a call at our phone number, 325-944-9445. We do have meteorologists here on staff 24 hours a day. You can also find us on social media, both on Facebook as well as Twitter, or send us an email if you have any concerns or if you have any damage reports to share. Thank you very much. Stay safe and enjoy your day.